Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I've been actually troubleshooting for about an hour and looking for cords and stuff because I've been running into the issue of not really being able to charge my mic before. I've only been home too much since the stream on Friday night. Where's the remote? This is loud. Okay, sorry guys, it's been a little frustrating dealing with the technical issues. What's up though, guys? Thanks for the birthday wishes. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I've been having just I haven't really been home too much since just in between streams. I mean, I'm kind of just home, to sleep some nights, some nights I'm not even going home to sleep, so. Happy Father's Day. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Alrighty, well, we could actually jump into this. Did, of course, post the current plans for Bloodfest and Ring Justice. Cards are always scheduled to change, of course. What's up, Django? How's it going, buddy? For Flash Dad? That's right. Thanks, Thomas. So, here's my phone. Any special matches? Yeah, we have mainly one special match, which is to figure out who's going to be facing Cherry. I appreciate you posting that too, Brett. The stream is live thing. Okay. I did catch up a little bit on sleep last night. Mark, thanks for the follow. Welcome in, man. People on Ignition, feel free to use challenge matches or try to queue up. If you're using a challenge match, try to make sure you're challenging someone who's likely not to have a match on Ignition that's actually in stream, if possible. Alrighty. Oh, moving over to it. Let me double check that Bloodfest is this week. It should be. Yeah, it is. It's on the thing. Go ahead, Bimu-chan. What the heck? Why can't I turn on mod view? God, it's so hard to type. Come on. Oh, God, I need a new computer so bad. Yeah, see all the Madcap Thulu's stickers. Laptop Thulu. Oh boy. Why can't I go to mod view on this? This is weird. Twitch is... Did you get the reply, Bimu-chan? It's not even showing up for me. This is weird. Oh. I don't know what just happened. I don't know if Twitch is just being weird right now for me or what. I can't even go to mod view. Okay. Well, there's room for one match. People are queuing up for either a challenge match or just book my car. Okay. Ashley's at a 90. I guess that's going to be a big benefit to being in a rivalry. I don't even know if Ashley's really gotten any big wins lately, has she? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. Ashley has had a lot of big wins? Really? A lot? Well, considering she lost last week against Cherry, didn't she? I believe she did. Okay. Ashley won last week? No, you can't make rivalry matches, challenge matches. And I am going to try to stick to Intercontinental title feuds, United States Championship, Impact Championship, and North American Championship. I want those to all be rivalries, including the world title. So, other than those four, the last two rivalry spots would be open for whatever. Okay, finally got mod view open. See Brett queued up. Slim's queued up, but Slim's in a match most likely. Oh, it's the second call. Never mind. Actually, so that's I'm sorry. That's we could do Jessica versus Lindsay. Let's do that. Alrighty. What's up, Bully? What's up, Mang? Little frustrated today, but just some technical issues. But it has put me in a little bit of sour mood. I apologize if it's showing at all, guys. Just ran into like issue after issue after issue. And oh boy. Alright, opening match of the stream. Intercontinental Champion Sandman. One-on-one with Thomas Paine. Hakuna Matata. Couple deep breaths. I have no time to breathe, sir. Just kidding. Shouldn't unplug this because I should have wanted it. Oh, it's good. Life gives you lemons. Say F the lemons and bail. No, when life gives you lemons, you throw the lemons into the face of the person who gave you the lemons until they give you the damn oranges you asked for in the first place. Oh boy. Well, Sandman already going for the arms of Thomas Paine. Oh my God. Thomas Paine is thrown down to the floor. Let me see some real quick. I think I might have missed something.
He's getting a little battered now. No need to panic. He's still swinging. First across the barricade. Using a suplex to set up a cutter.
Good quote there, Brett. Brainbuster on the floor.
Force going directly to the dome. That'll leave you seeing double for weeks. And now thrown back into the ring. Climbing up top.
Thomas Paine up top. Hit. Big elbow to the back.
Carefully placed stomp to the arm. And a slap too. A lot of momentum now on his side. This is what he feeds off of.
I'm changing my tune. Or my tone. Oh, discus clothesline on the Intercontinental Champion. Thomas Paine up top. And Red Baron does not connect. Oh, DDT. And the Kimura lock. What? During the Kimura lock? During the Kimura lock. Well, those big shots to Thomas Paine. Well, that's one way to get out of the Kimura lock. I wonder how much damage was done from the Kimura lock. I mean, maybe he's actually still out from it. How's the fathers of the streams day yesterday? Mine was good. Actually, I got treated to dinner. Oh. That was weird. It looked like it connected with that fist drop, but apparently not. Is the echo still there? I still need to work on audio because I don't really have a perfect system. Oh, DDT again. Yeah. Oh, the ref just got punched by the Intercontinental Champion. I'm willing to bet the audio I have set up is going to be a bit more unique than most people deal with, because I'm also trying to, like, the headset, it's pretty like just decoration because there's no audio coming through my headset the way I have it set up. Well, the Kimura lock again, but Thomas Paine with the resilience. Also, Sandman, I know you wanted to make this a challenge match, but that is exactly why I didn't necessarily want this match to be able to be a challenge match, because that sort of stuff could happen. And also, I mean, the AI does seem to act differently as well, so. Oh, drop kick through the ropes. But yeah, I think people would definitely get upset if they lost a challenge match due to a random cutscene happening when they're doing their finisher. Yeah, the game can change the match itself too. I mean, yeah, I mean, you would need to confirm, of course, before the match starts that it is the match that's happening. I mean, it's actually usually not even showing the match; it's showing the rivalry, and it's not showing what the match in place actually is yet until we get to it. Oh, that DDT again. I feel like that's it. I feel like it's over. I don't think he's going to be able to kick up. And Thomas Paine still gets the shoulder up. Somehow. We know he didn't have the resilience. That's just... Oh my god, he counters the Kimura lock. Uh-oh, Sandman's in trouble. Sandman's in trouble. The Red Baron. Oh my god! The Red Baron did not put Sandman away. I feel like he's trying to tune up the band there. Amazing counter there. How awesome would that have been if that was like the discus clothesline countered into his DDT? That would have been so perfect. Great match here to start the stream off. Well, I got a triangle hold. Well, Thomas Paine submitting does not count outside the ring, though. What's up, Slender? Well, Thomas Paine in trouble right now. Nice moonsault. What's up, Mr. World? Well, his foot was under the rope. Look at Thomas. Big shots to the Intercontinental Champion. Bosham, I think he's going to be too close to the rope, though. Thomas Paine up top again. Look at this. He already hit it once. Oh, my God. He rolls out of the way. That may have been Thomas Paine's last shot here. The Sandman straight back to the arm. Jeez. Have we really had people just to have full-on arm injuries? I mean, I feel like it's very rare. Well, that discus clothesline. The discus clothesline again. Thomas Paine going for the Red Baron again. He got him. The Red Baron connects. That's over. He got him. Non-title match, but Thomas Paine picks up the win.
These superstars put on quite a show. Here's another look. Here is your winner, Thomas Paine. They must be feeling so smug picking up the win in this one. Yeah, it's real. Focus of energy, humility right out the window. Some could say the result of this match just proved their point. What's the respect about the opponent you just put down? Oh, come on, Corey. Let's not pretend they didn't just give them one heck of a fight. But look who's celebrating now, Saxton. That's worthy of respect.
Alrighty. Congrats to Thomas Paine. Thomas looking to become the Intercontinental Champion again at Bloodfest this Sunday. There will be no pinfalls and submissions, though. It's going to be tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh, wait, Extreme Rules. Apparently it was going to be Extreme Rules, and I just changed the people in it. I didn't set Extreme Rules. Should we change it? Or are you guys both fine with Extreme Rules? I certainly didn't pick Extreme Rules, though. I mean, in the end, it really shouldn't change too much. Okay. Well, place your bets here. Jessica Storm, one-on-one with one half the women's tag team champions. Oh boy. Let's see if anyone else is spending points for anything that I did not catch.
Anything goes. Hashtag Extreme Rules if you want to get in on the conversation. You can tell that each superstar is coming into this match a little extra cautious, a little more nervous because of the uncertainty an Extreme Rules match presents. Wrench in the arm, Pele kick. Counters that. First DDT.
Alrighty. 1,000 followers stream was fun. I don't know if people saw it, but on Discord, but that was also my 400th day streaming on Twitch, which is pretty cool. Sackboy with Tiny Bang. Yeah, lots of fun with that.
They find themselves playing defense in this match. You gotta find a way to create separation and buy yourself some time. Collect yourself. Otherwise, the beatings will continue. It's a battlefield out there, and you have
And I'm about to finally be in the top 100,000 streamers on Twitch. It's crazy how many streamers there actually are. But you wanted to possibly make merch? Yeah, I kind of need to. But it's Falls Count Anywhere too. Okay, so this is actually a hardcore match, not just Extreme Rules. Late time Spanish lessons. Yeah, I need to come up with some stuff before I can make merch. Because while I did, I mean, if people want to make designs, that's cool, but I still need to get like legal permission to actually use other people's stuff, that even if they are saying that they're making it for me, because otherwise people can, like, you know, it can become a whole big thing. So, well, Storm just got dropped on the barricade, but that is one of the main things kind of stopping me from making merch right now. Well, the armbar. Suplex onto the floor. We got a 2. This is a challenge match. Well, on the floor. That should do it. It looked like she was going to throw herself into the steel steps. Oh, Storm going for a weapon. Well, going for a ladder. Oh my God. Like she's about to drop it on her.
Oh my God, he's got a running arm breaker. That was nasty.
Jeez, looked like she did that arm breaker on the ladder. Missing the knee. Shooting star to that spider.
Delivers the knee. She returns the favor there.
That was interesting.
What next? Setting up. Drop kick to the side of the skull. She's losing some steam now. I was pumped when I saw this match on tonight's card, but so far this Falls Count Anywhere match has exceeded all of my expectations. Setting up.
Look at Lindsay. That stunner to Jessica Storm. Falls Count Anywhere. Will that be enough? Ref needs to get in the position. And Spanish Fly.
At this juncture, you have to wonder if these superstars can keep up this pace. They're certainly being taken into the deep waters now. And she gets forced into the defense.
Jessica Storm was doing very well to start this off, but Lindsay's really turned this around.
Now she has the sturdy upper hand. Yeah, she's proven difficult to grab a hold of. Right to the spine.
Hit big counter from Storm.
Caught by surprise with that clothesline.
Uh-oh. Huge counter. She was going for that armbar again. Huge counter. The moonsault, will that do it? But Storm still gets his shoulder up. Up next, we are going to be figuring out who's going to be facing Cherry Blast for the Pure Championship at Bloodfest. Oh, as per tradition. Come on, use the table now. Come on, use it. Oh, crap. Side Russian leg sweep. Submission hold locked in. Will she tap? Jeez, look at the pressure she's putting on the arm and the neck. Wow, she stayed in that submission for a long time. FTU this year, people are more likely to break the ring than to be put through the announce table. Come on, Jessica! Jessica! Look at this! The Eye of the Storm through the table. Leg is hooked. 1, 2. She got her. Alrighty, Jessica Storm wins the challenge match. Alrighty. Okay. Gonna try to reply to BMO trying again. Yeah, Dragonair. Everyone have a good weekend. Hale's in a rivalry, but there's a match that we had to have on Ignition, so Yeah, the game may change the match though, but it was a match that needs to take place so we know who's facing Cherry. Actually, I hope Hale actually wins this because she's already in a rivalry with the champion. I am most likely going to be booking all three of these women at Bloodfest anyways, though. Okay. Darren. How's it going, Darren?
A lot of potential for curveballs and surprises here in this no disqualification match. You take out that stipulation.
Oh, Bimu-chan. Oh, cancel Kaylee's rivalry. Okay, we'll do.
Outside interference. You never know what's going to happen in a match like this.
All right, well, Mission Implausible have won the rivalry.
Into the electric chair. Crashing down like that, having the wind knocked out of you. Never a good time for that to happen. Unbelievable. Looking for a swinging neck breaker and a unique splash. That's gonna hurt. Up and around.
Total World backbreaker.
Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath
And this is no DQ here. Triple threat rules. Ashley Hale.
Some superstars are understandably
Nice counter from Blue Rose.
no disqualification stipulation. Then they need to go.
That looked hella funny from Blue Rose.
This is the kind of match where you need to cross the line before the opposition does. If a superstar wants to
Well, Blue Rose and Amaya, of course, were
overcome that hesitation.
teaming together in that women's tag tournament. Not sure if they're actually going to be considered allies or anything. Certainly not allies here tonight. All right, Bimu train.
Making sure her opponent remembers who the better superstar is. Quite an effective counter. And now she retreats. And she
Well, nice move from Amaya.
to take this moment to pull herself together.
Yo, why there a kendo stick? Oh wow, that was a filthy drop kick to the face.
She's in for it now.
And a face buster to Blue Rose.
Penny predicament. Premature to try to end things now. Boom! Head kick connects.
Oh my god. The stomp poking the legs here. There's no DQs in a triple threat, Sandman.
Vicious, downright savage club right there. She avoids the attack completely. High knee right between the shoulders.
Oh, bit of a double team to Amaya.
Nasty, impressive counter. Next, the fist to the face. Great counter. Boom, big time drive.
Single leg drop kick as soon as she dropped Ashley Hale. Now Amaya with the kendo stick. And Hale takes it from her. Jesus. Wow. Those shots repeatedly. Single leg drop kick once again.
is no easy task in a triple threat match. Knees into the face. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a smash. That is just insulting.
Oh, pop-up powerbomb on Amaya.
Looking wobbly in the corner. Looking vulnerable on that top turnbuckle. I cannot believe it's got
Look at this.
point in the match.
Well, that cutter.
That could have been it right there.
Amaya immediately breaks it up. And Spanish Fly.
Are you kidding me? Incredible.
Amaya in control again. Unlike the last match, though, this is not falls count anywhere. This still needs to end in the ring. Hurricanrana.
What's she waiting for? She's looking more focused on gesturing rather than winning. Oh, I had that well scouted.
So, Bloodfest is going to be this upcoming Saturday, by the way, guys. Sorry I haven't done, I've only done one FTU stream in the past week. Oh, huge counter. Look at this. Will that be enough? Shoulders down here. Shoulders down. Blue Rose kicks up. Amaya, look at this. The 630. Oh my God, perfectly placed drop kick. The drop kick to the face of Amaya. That was an awesome spot there. Oh, Amaya obviously going to break it up. Look at Hale. The Pele kick. Oh, she misses the DDT. Amaya just taunting outside. She's going full online player. Look at Hale. The moonsault. Wow. Amaya standing in the wrong spot for that. Look at this. The Spanish Fly. Leg is hooked. I think it's the first time it showed a shout out for Fox Queen. Shout out to Fox Queen though. She's a nice lady. Well, the head scissors, like trying to connect to her back with her feet. That looked weird. I would have liked the head scissors to actually follow through with her facing the other direction. That would have been interesting. Blue Rose steel chair to the back of the head of Ashley Hale. Oh, Amaya getting rid of that chair. Tilt World backbreaker again. Great triple threat here.
She's getting fired up, ready to show her opponent what she's got. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
Went for the big stomp, didn't get it. What was the coolest table crash of all time? Although we did have a cool table crash just now. Oh, Hale, big counter. What just happened? That one time Mankind went through the table? Remember that time? Well, the Enziguri. Amaya's been able to have pretty fortunate positioning a lot of times during this match. As soon as one of the other two women dropped the other, Amaya's been swooping in. Huge counter there. Blue Rose ducking under the kendo stick. Again, an opportunity to face Cherry Blast for the Pure Championship at Bloodfest this Sunday. Wow. If ever the Nightbot questions are unclear, we're talking about FTU or WWE, feel free to answer however you'd like.
The volume in this building has increased exponentially. The fans are willing these competitors to push forward.
You can make it FTU or WWE or both.
Right back into the ring from the floor now. Getting carried. Unsure if they're thinking.
I thought she was going to drop her on the chair.
Across the knee. That won't just separate your shoulder. That'll divorce it.
This is a brutal triple threat. Who you hoping to face there? Bimu Tran?
Oh, man. Meeting the barricade.
Oh, Jesus. Those steel chair strikes repeatedly.
She gets herself out of a precarious position. Into the ring post.
Jeez. That kendo stick. Actually, Hale might be in back-to-back matches, too. I could have booked that better. A little distracted from all the stress from technical issues. Oh my God! They just put that table back together. Blue Rose trying to clear it off again, and Ashley Hale just brutalizing Rose with that steel chair. I think she broke it. Oh my God, how awesome would it be if we have 2 table crashes in a row? Especially after I just said we, in FTU, we're more likely to have a ring break than a table crash for the announce table. But Amaya, she got her! Amaya got it! Alright, that was actually a pretty awesome ending, too. So close to Hale saving the match, but I hope this match does change. We'll see. Well, yeah, Miltank. Alrighty.
And you can't say this woman doesn't have confidence in herself.
What's up, Mr. Mannix? Mr. Mannix in the bank.
No matter how far along you are in your career, battling a title holder is a different kind of test.
Very true, but I don't think either of these women is to be underestimated, if I'm being honest.
And awaiting her across the ring is the champ. Few superstars look as good with a title around
Just
her
wake up.
as she does. It's a good thing she'll be leaving with her title either way this match goes.
A lot of people got that cow. Oh my God, Sherry. That senton splash off the apron.
That was not just painful in the shoulder. That pain can shoot all the way up to the neck and all the way down the arm. This is a smart strategy.
And now she delivers her back into the ring.
Oh my God. Ashley Hale was so quick with that, but still
Calculated risk.
she went way too late for that to, properly connect.
She's able to get out of the way.
What's up, Punchy? Nice sequence there. That was actually really awesome right there. Ashley Hale taking the pure champion down. Sending her over at the top rope. Did we have the Immortals Club face the Chaos Dojo last stream? I know I wanted to. My memory's getting trashed.
Takes their breath out. Effective counter. Dodges the attack. Just a smidge quicker. Reversal. What a counter.
Well, because we do have all four of those competitors queued up. Should we make that a tag challenge match? Tornado tag, I mean. Chaos Dojo versus the Immortals Club. Well, big knee to the face.
Leg lariat. Showing off the quickness. That'll turn things around in a hurry.
Gonna wear down their opponent. Oh, with the heel hook.
Ashley Hale trying to
She's taking some
prove to the world that she should have been the #1 contender for the Pure Championship.
now she's gained command of this one. And little by
Taking down the Pure Champion herself.
her competition. Here's a cover.
Kick to the face.
Clearly, she's still got a lot of fight left in her.
Carefully measured knee. Oh, look at this. Oh, kicks. Oh, grief from your lights out. She's fighting back.
Oh, my goodness.
What a smash. That is just insulting. Rolling neck snap. Guys, we can be
Cherry's in a lot of trouble here, and she needs any extra momentum
rivalries.
going into her title defense this Sunday against Amaya.
Potential here. There always is. But they're not exactly having to be ripped apart from each other yet.
And the brutal impact goes right to the head. That'll give you whiplash. All rolling through up top. Oh my. Into the neck breaker. And the momentum's clearly gotten away from her now.
Yeah, she keeps getting cut down at the pass.
Placing them into the corner.
Oh, look at this. Arcorada from the second rope there.
Manages to escape before the 3 count.
She's still as
You guys remember the early years of FTU when we'd have triple power bombs all the friggin' time? Anytime there's a 6-man tag or a 4-on-4, we'd see triple power bomb, triple power bomb, triple power bomb. Yeah. Brainbuster. Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
This is not gonna be good. We know what comes
And the blaster. Laying out Ashley Hale. Well, Hale still gets his shoulder up.
Within inches of victory, only to have it snatched away. This match just keeps getting more and more exciting.
That is firing your biggest shot, but leaving your prey left standing. Time to reload.
Split-legged moonsault. Oh boy. LLK connecting. Wow, that was a long 3 count though.
You have to wonder, what more does she have left?
We have reached a whole other level here. Big maneuver, executed perfectly. But still,
Look at Cherry. Oh my God.
crashing hard onto the floor. Now, that was a harebrained idea to try that.
Is trying to find a way
Lilith's last kiss. There, I said it.
You have to imagine we're hitting the late stages of this matchup. Who's going to dig deeper at this point?
It might just take that extra push, that extra inch further.
Even just saying Lilith's sounds
Throws her
Lilith's.
back in from ringside.
Thinking about a surfboard submission, no! Oh my God, surfboard rope breaker.
Lilies.
Tight.
And wrong side of things for her to be on there.
She has to
Of course, named after
has her
Lily Leapers and Fall Guys. Well, got a legal submission here.
applied.
She's stomping on the tail too. Look at that. She's stomping the tail. Smashing it.
She's desperately doing so and successful.
It may not be the last stream before Bloodfest. It might be. Well, Brett's deciding it's the last stream. Never mind. No, it's supposed to be the last FTU stream before Bloodfest.
Hiked up. Stiff elbow will break that. Deep arm drag takedown.
And she is doing whatever she wants right now. She's reading everything her opponent is trying to throw at her.
Their streams are bonus.
Tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
Feed off the WWE Universe. This place is starting to rock.
Well, she tried to put Cherry away. I think that may be Hale's last attempt to beat Cherry here tonight.
Hoisted up.
Huge slam on Ashley Hale. She's going to go for the ALT. Nope. Big shots here. Double under power bomb. Jeez, Hale just looks super lifeless there.
They picked the ankle.
Nasty back elbow.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
There's the setup.
Tiny big stream, please. Oh. Well, the blaster again. It's over. There's no way she's kicking up.
Opportunity. Look how joyful she is. Earlier walking, wouldn't you be happy after that win? Of course. I don't know if this issue's over yet. Wow. Perhaps it is, finally. Bearing the hatchet and moving on with their individual careers.
Alrighty. Okay. Well, I mean, it does kind of work with Cherry and Ashley Hale shaking hands since they're not going to be facing each other at Bloodfest now. See, there's 69% for Cherry. You guys are doing this on purpose. Wait, what just happened? Oh. Wow, BBG. What's up, Karama Fox? Dirty Flashy? I was calling you guys out. Me calling you out doesn't make me dirty. I notice the patterns. Don't go thinking I don't notice things. Alrighty, well, the Hardcore Champion already will be defending the Hardcore Championship against Big Cheese at Bloodfest. One-on-one against Tygier Lawson here tonight. This is Tygier's like first one-on-one match on Ignition, and actually it might be his first match ever on Ignition, isn't it? Well, big kick to the face.
Superstars always say that being a champion is a constant battle of you versus the world. Even if you're not defending the title, the pressure is still constantly on you to deliver.
We'll see how far that bravery takes him momentarily, Byron. And the champ will be facing off against one of the best competitors our sport has to offer.
We've seen the preparation they put in leading up to this statement-making match. If this was a title bout, there's no doubt we'd have a new champ tonight.
He deflects it right back. Ooh, right to the face. He got whipped into that corner.
Did Tygier have that afro at bragging rights? I don't think he did. Did he? Why don't I remember that? What's up, Nautilus? Are you coming back, man?
I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like that.
A well-timed dodge.
Tygier, that Pele kick. Or send me a message, man. Oh my God! Already just launching Lawson.
Going for the cover.
Nautilus, send me a private message either on Discord or, actually preferably on Discord, but let me know if you're trying to come back, man.
Powerless position to be in right now.
There is nothing but malicious intent when you deal damage out on the apron.
Well, that suplex with his feet getting caught on the apron.
And now gets tossed into the ring.
Hoisted up.
And already he's been
What a suplex.
really solid competitor in FTU so far. Putting on a couple amazing matches with Jared Crow over the past couple weeks.
The power on display right now is ridiculous.
I'll have to make sure I cancel the Mission Implausible Angel Kaylee rivalry before we go to Adrenaline.
He is efficient.
Actually, I think I can still even cancel it after I start it. It won't be a problem, but I'll try to make sure I do it first. Well, the bear hug. The bear hug.
This one's over. Tap out.
Or is that a turtle hug?
And a way to get out of it is being
Those elbows. Trying to get himself free. Hit. Wow.
an atomic drop.
Perfectly blocking that kick. Not that one, though. Or that one.
Setting up neck breaker position. Look at that, Saxton. He's running away.
I wouldn't say that. He's just recomposing himself.
Heads out of the ring, but needs to be mindful of the referee's count here.
Belly to belly.
Launched with a belly-to-belly. He's getting pushed down into the defensive. There's been plenty of action in this match, and the cost of that is really showing now.
Nice suplex.
Vertical suplex. Great counter. Can he take advantage? Goes under the ropes to get back inside. Saw that one coming. Looks like some words are
Pretty even back and forth match. The clothesline. Out goes the hardcore champion.
looking to take flight here.
Again, Bloodfest is going to be this Saturday. That front drop kick down to the floor. I feel like Lawson Just risked his life to do that drop kick. Landed like with his head right near the steel steps. That would have been awesome if he clotheslined him right back over the top rope. Up.
I mean, this has been a physical battle since the get-go.
It has been everything we have expected. This superstar's rocked, and this superstar apparently has decided
Has that had enough?
actually going to lead the match. You can't be serious.
Time to walk away and fight another day.
Certainly appears to be the case. Wait a second.
Well, Jared Crow, apparently no DQ.
This just went from bad to worse.
Ref's like, I didn't see anything.
Corey, why did that superstar just throw them back in the ring?
Goku, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Well, big shot to the face of the hardcore champ. That would have been awesome if it actually ended it right there, but
He still has some
already very resilient. Can I get a character? You absolutely can, sir.
He's just getting thrown around out here. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
What a ridiculous match. This is awesome, though.
Face first with a waistlock takedown.
Takes their opponent down. Now just teeing off a series of hammer fists raining down.
He saw it coming, taking advantage. A counter answered by another counter.
I think Lawson just went for a finish and
Hip toss. Heading up, he's thinking big.
already, look at this. That shoulder block down to the floor. Oh my god.
Always an extra risk when you dive ringside.
Already his matches have been so good.
That'll cave your chest in. I've got to say, the amount of punishment we've seen in the
Can we call that the shell shock?
already ended most superstars. The level of resilience we're seeing is off the charts. But did you guys just see the distance traveled on that toss? And gets tossed back into the mat.
Taking a moment to let the crowd know.
I gotta go to work after the stream.
Appreciates that. Isolating the leg.
Leg breaker. And imposing her. Here's the cover for the win. Oh, just
Well, almost got him there.
Holy moly, how?
Oh, right in there.
Yeah, you can add us on Discord.
Determined focus.
That's how you impress.
Paying it right back with a reversal. There's not a single person sitting in this arena. It's pandemonium.
Well, he got busted open from that head scissor. Gotta be careful with scissors.
Oh, God, that hurt. Uh-oh.
Lawson the cutter.
Did that just happen?
Sight set on the top rope. He's getting up, but there's danger.
Lawson measuring the hardcore champion.
Sky high.
Hit the eclipse. Leg is hooked. You see that blood coming down the head of Already. He gets the shoulder up still.
You gotta be kidding me.
Big Cheese versus Already is going to be so interesting at Bloodfest.
To the middle of the
And the Pele kick.
handstand into a Pele kick.
Well, Already rolls out of the ring, which was very wise.
Could be signs of trouble for him here.
Lawson's been getting in a lot of big offense. It
Mindful of the count.
Already runs straight into that DDT on the floor.
Have him reeling. Yeah, he's got to surmount this storm coming at him.
This match is so good.
Oh, my God. Surfboard leg breaker. Great wherewithal on the counter. Targeting the chest. Very effective. And he slides him back to the mat.
Get an unfair advantage of that shell. He's the D'Lo Brown of FTU.
isn't going to be pretty. All the way suplex.
Oh, vertical suplex. So much damage has been done to both these competitors. Already trying to keep him grounded. Has that been enough damage to put Lawson away? Lawson still kicks up.
I don't either. Can this ref even count to three? Big boy. Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack. There's a real
Well, that DDT again.
DDT. Oh, moonsault, my God.
Lawson once again measuring the hardcore champion. And the Eclipse again. Is he being too close to the ropes, though? I think he is. Trying to block that rope. 1, 2. It already gets the shoulder up again. What will it take to pin him? I mean, he's only... has he been pinned yet in FTU? A bitter end. I think that's going to be it, though. Wow! How is he kicking up still?
Incredible resiliency. I can't tell if it's anger in the eyes of the fact that he hasn't finished this, or if it's disbelief that his opponent is still in this. Double underhook. Hoisted up. Well, stalling, taking their time. We got all day up here.
Well,
No surprise that what we're witnessing is trendy. Forget trending on social media. The motion in the
well, that kick to the face. I feel like he actually should be able to be put away from that right there, but oh boy. Oh boy. That rocket kick, it's over. It is absolutely over. 1, 2. He got him.
He picks up the victory. That match might go down as one of the best matches in WWE history. Here is your winner, King Tyler. Came into this match with a chip on their shoulder and something to prove, and they just delivered. Congratulations. It just goes to show you, disrespect can be a grand motivator. Maybe not intentionally, but look at how it fueled them to get the win. That's the kind of edge they need to keep going. They need to keep the chip on their shoulder.
All right, that was absolutely a 5-star match, actually. So, big win for Lawson, though. Did you have a good Father's Day, Karama Fox? Alrighty, here we go. I think the past 2 weeks in a row, Kang beat Slim, right? Is that right?
Here they come. This is going to be an all-out war. These two won't even wait for the opening bell. The official desperately trying to separate these two. But I'm not sure that's going to be
Well,
possible. Tensions have already
Kang tried to rush Slim. Slim got the better of the world champion there, though.
Well, they didn't want to wait for the bell, but the referee finally got things under control.
Oh, boy.
I can only imagine what these two are going
The Samoan drop. It was good. Glad to hear Karama Fox.
This match is officially underway, and the intensity is incredibly high, as evidence of the way this match started.
Well,
Certainly a very dramatic
jeez.
start to this contest. Just goes to
Kang
show
already
how
just
intense
throwing
this
Slim
match
around.
can be. Yeah, clearly this fight has been a long time coming, and now there's no more holding back.
What's up, BIMW? How's it going, man?
That mistake.
Scoop slam against the ropes.
The claw is in. Agonizing. Cover.
To the face. What a redirect.
What you been up to, BIMW?
Sent right out of the ring. To the outside. This could get wild. A little sizzle before the step.
Oh, wow. What an elbow. That was awesome. Just working a cracked tooth. Oh, sorry about the cracked tooth, man. Tooth pain's no joke. Makes Samoan drop again. Hope you can get that resolved, though, BIMW. Tooth problems suck, though, man.
Oh, I heard a snap. Inflicting more damage to the leg.
Well, the little Slimmy, center of the ring.
Wow, these competitors do not like each other point blank. They've not just let the WWE Universe know that with their words, they've let them in the whole locker room. Snap their takedown. Where are they going?
Look at this. The showstopper. The showstopper to the World Heavyweight Champion. Kang still kicks up.
I would have bet this was one after that last hit. Goes to show you just never know what your opponent's capable of.
The next big move, my man, the question is, who has the stamina left to pull it out?
Showing some extra scouting, knowing how to answer a counter with a counter of your own. He went right into that.
Well, for a big shot in the turnbuckle, but didn't get it. Nice counter, though. Well, took the champion down, but didn't get what he was going for.
He's got him scouted. He's hoping to start a rush of his own with that attack.
DDT.
Oh, nasty stop to finish it off. He avoids the damage. Oh. Picking up speed off the ropes. Running knee strike to the head.
Slim with a lot of damage already to the World Heavyweight Champion. Again, Kang put Slim down the past 2 weeks in a row. Look at this, though. Look at Slim, the #1 contender. The showstopper for the second time. Center of the ring. He got him.
Here is your winner. A win worth celebrating tonight. None of these competitors were giving an inch in this one.
Definitely a hard-won victory. It would have been a slightly easier way without that unexpected attack. Let's just focus on the positives here.
Alrighty. Well, Slim making short work of the World Heavyweight Champion. And he certainly didn't waste time getting into it, but was very surprised to see that. Hey, Dreamcatcher's been cleared. Which is interesting, because that was, she's, of course, in the finals in the tag tournament. Got your Facebook hacked? Like completely hacked? Like you lost your account or what? Okay. Oh dang! I did forget to change that rivalry. Apologize for that. Alrighty. I will change this match. Alright. And don't be thinking I'm not noticing you guys are doing that. That was 3 predictions in a row that ended at that percentage. No one's fooling me here. Quit it. No, I'm just kidding. You guys have to quit it, obviously. Okay. Okay. Let's look at who's queuing up for matches on Adrenaline. Okay. Okay. It's kind of a weird match to have a rivalry action. Okay. Taking points from those 4. Let's do okay. So for one more match. Let's see. We got if another person on the men's division wants to queue up to face Odin, he would be next in line. If someone on the women's division wants to queue up, Kaylee would be next in line. I'll be replacing this match though. Or actually, you know what? I'll do this. Oh yeah, I forgot Brett is actually. I'm sorry, Brett. I forgot you're on Adrenaline now. Okay. Actually, Brett, you just had a challenge match anyway with Jessica. So I'll save Brett for Warzone if if there's room for it, I'll make sure I'll put Brett in a match too. apologize, though. I did forget Brett is on Adrenaline now. Probably didn't help that I booked him for the Ignition pay-per-view. What's up, Doc? Alrighty. So 3 rivalry matches and 3 challenge matches. Taking Odin's points. That dang wabbit. Yeah, not us all. I'll have to get your car. Are you trying to come back as Tenryu still, or did you have a different car this time? The Blood Hunter pay-per-view. You want to come back as Tajiri?
It's going to be hard to keep an eye on all the action.
All right, here we go. Got a tornado tag challenge match. Best of luck to both teams. The undisputed tag team champions, the Immortals Club, against the Chaos Dojo. Chaos Dojo have gone practically a full year holding those tag titles before. How long ago did we unify those titles? Was it back at like WrestleMania like 4 or 5 or something? Actually, I think it was 6, wasn't it? I don't know. So, oh, was it? Yeah, nice. I said I think it was WrestleMania 6. Brett said 6. Oh, sorry about that.
The damage he's taken is starting to pile up. He leaves the ring and there's no countouts in this one. German suplex. Ripping at the eyes. That was showing great awareness of positioning, placing yourself between the ref and your opponent. That was worse than being hit by a cinder block.
Okay, prediction made. It's Gary to Mr. Money in the Bank. First fall to a finish. What's up, Beefy?
Stop someone like that. A knee right to the face. He's in a little bit of trouble now.
Wow. Well, he didn't connect with that. I felt like that definitely would have sent Vincent Green flying. Sleeper hold. Sleeper to the big man. Hutchie fights out. DDT to Ward on the apron. Oh my God! Vincent Green just got sent flying. TJ Ward just got busted open by Declan Mannix. Mannix clearing off the Spanish announce table as per tradition. Drop kick to the back. Green was focused on Hutchie. Are you streaming for long? I'll be streaming until we finish Warzone, so unless it takes too long, but because I do have to go to work in a few hours. And the stunner. DDT from Mannix. Mannix breaking up the pinfall. course, first fall to a finish.
Terminating knee smash. And he's taking this to the outside now. Nasty knee.
Is this the Mortal Club's first time teaming together since winning the tag titles? I think it is.
Oh, look at this. He's burying elbows in the midsection. Punch right in the head. And he tosses it back in there. Incredible impact. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up. This could be big.
Oh, look at Green. The Shining Wizard on the big man. Well, Hutchie still gets the shoulder up. The Immortals Club in control right now. Hutchie's in trouble. Look at this. He just hit it once. The Shining Wizard twice in a row. Now they're focusing on Mr. Money in the Bank, the Chaos Clown. Hutchie's out right now. I'm not sure why they're not trying to pin him. He got the rope. Are they trying to send a message here? The Immortals Club are going to be defending the tag titles against Ragnarok at Ring Justice next week. I kind of keep thinking that they're going to be defending the tag titles this weekend. Actually, they're not. It's next week.
Russian leg sweep. Not done there. Just raining down punches.
The women's tag titles will be defended this Sunday, though.
Oh, he knew what was coming. Gets caught by the exploder. And a bad time for him to be on the defensive. Yeah, this could get dire for him in a hurry. Brutality. Whip back into the ring.
Yeah, well, the Raw and SmackDown tag titles, I don't even really count those because we didn't even really have a division. I think, like, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens probably held the tag titles on Raw for, like, over a year without actually ever defending them. So, or maybe they defended them, like, once or twice, maybe, but I'm not even sure, so. The tag champs right now are the Immortals Club. Actually, I think the longest tag title reign would be Flashbang and Brett Storm, right? Because they held them from WrestleMania all the way till past the Royal Rumble. I totally forgot about that, Brett. Well, the Immortals Club with the win. Huge win for the tag champs.
Tag team's always entertained, but the entertainment on that one was off the charts. Here are your winners. And here is the winning team of this exciting Tornado Tag match. This team was totally in sync, attacking in perfect unison like they were reading each other's minds.
Okay. Alrighty, Miley Muta, Women's World Champion. She did suffer a loss against Ashley Maddox last week. Best of luck here. You have to check on that, Hutchie. Well, like Flapjack.
When you take control of your own destiny, you can accomplish big dreams. Now that she has a title around her waist, everyone is waiting to see what happens next.
She doesn't need to worry about losing her gold tonight in this non-title match, but momentum is everything. And as a champion, you never want to be seen as slipping.
But the champ has to be prepared for what this superstar is bringing to the ring here tonight. For weeks now, we've seen her take every chance she can to prove herself worthy.
And it's all led up to this moment, Corey. Even though it's not a title match, it's still a match against the champ. Into the corner. This can't be good. I know, Byron, this is your favorite.
Well, Ashley just pummeling my lead. Chaos Queen looking to extend her record in the women's division of 5 world championships. If she could defeat Miley Muta in the main event of Ring Justice. And Ashley Maddox suicide dive through the ropes. Welcome back, Mr. World.
Yeah, too soon to be worried. Right to the back.
Well, driving Ash spine first in the
Brought back into the ring
for the barricade.
Need to hustle back to the ring. To the top. She lands hard. Is it just brute?
Missing the elbow, German suplex.
She thinks she has it.
Leg is hooked here.
Not yet. Oh man, by the hair. I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being tossed like that. Drop kick to the back.
Never saw it coming.
Oh, it didn't go as planned there. Oh, vicious knee to the face. I think they've made it obvious that this is far from over here, guys. Yeah, Corey, I just hope this gets resolved before someone gets seriously injured.
Miley
Look at her stumble back up. Probably
setting up the Chaos Queen. Look at this. Shining Wizard. Hooking the leg.
This matchup isn't anywhere near over.
But if we see one more devastating move again, this can be over soon.
Turn off the microphone.
Kick to the body. What's coming next? Hooked up.
Well, Miley just got planted.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message. Oh!
Big power slam to the world champion, but
Yet, but you have to believe that she's still in all sorts of trouble here.
Abdominal stretch.
well, Miley starting her career off in a similar way that Ashley Maddox actually started her career off with.
Something's about to go either very
First major win of her career was the Money in the Bank briefcase, and she cashed in successfully. Same as Ashley Maddox. That's how Ashley Maddox won her first world title as well.
Ring IQ on display there.
But she definitely's going to have her work cut out for her against the Chaos Queen. Ashley Maddox is,
For all things considered, Cole, it's not a bad condition to be in at this
well,
point in the match.
I suppose so. She,
Be able to get back into this match like this?
yeah, I suppose so.
No way.
I mean, because Ash also, sure, Ash also won something before the Women's World title as well. Miley, look at this. She got her. again. Shining Wizard. She got her. Mai Lee, huge win.
Cementing their name after that match. Definitely earning those accolades with that win. She was so committed to walking out the winner. I'm not sure anything could have stopped her.
All right. They're certainly not wasting time with their matches. Hey, that was only 66. What happened, guys? Alrighty. Nine Tails versus Noelle. Best of luck here.
Relatively untested superstar in WWE. She has made big waves since landing here. Rough waters for all the other superstars in the women's division. Rocking the boat could lead you to capsize.
Nine Tails starting off strong.
Ruffling the feathers of anyone that crosses her path.
But she'll have to maintain her composure as she's going up against a woman with a penchant for getting under her opponent's skin.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly. So cover!
And that only gets a one count.
Early attempts rarely pay off, but they do wear down your opponent.
Shout out to Ashley Mannix. She's a neat lady. Nice counter from Nine Tails. Both these competitors, former hardcore champion. Nine Tails, former world champion. Noelle, of course, in the finals for the women's tag team tournament.
Targeting the arm. This has got to hurt. That arm's going to be sore for a while. Could affect all their offense. Saw that one coming. Took advantage. Running clothesline. She saw it coming. Uh-oh.
What was the best FTU feud this year?
Turns it around. Sole of the foot meets the stomach. Oh, man. She's beginning to flag a little. She still has a lot of time to
Flashy versus Laptop Thulu.
impressive reversal there. Oh, what a clothesline. Oh, man, right
You can answer any way you want, Brett.
to your elbow.
Whatever you want, birthday boy.
To the back. No way.
Well, dive through the ropes.
Does it better. That was coming in hot at breakneck speed.
Going fast and living dangerously.
Kick to the back. And she can't find a response for this assault. She has to rely on her instincts to turn things around. Sit out, jawbreaker. You can pick up your teeth in the third row. Foot, meet back. Things not going how she'd like. They've definitely taken their lumps at this point. Their opponent is not messing around. And this match will head back to the ring.
Well, that big brain buster to Nine Tails. Nine Tails kicks up.
She wants to put an end to things.
Noelle set him Nine Tails. And that reverse STO, that should do it right there. She needs to make the cover. Nine Tails still getting the shoulder up. Well, going up top. Oh, wow. Nine Tails rolls out of the way.
Boom, right across the small of the back. One-handed.
She is not looking good right now. Rolling into a monkey flip. Look out.
Noelle, oh my God. Noelle not hesitating there to
Abandon being shown.
hit that suicide dive on Ninetales.
What are they doing here?
Almost hit a rear mat slam on the floor.
Oh, that backfired. Oh, look at this. I don't want to be part of these problems. Don't want to be part of this crowd. Oh. Climbs back inside.
Reverse STO. Ninetales was trying to get her comeback move in. She ran straight into that reverse STO. Noelle, huge win.
Here's a few cuts from the last match for us.
Here is your winner, the Blade. And she walks away with a big win. A win's a win, and it's also all that matters here in WWE. Good job.
All right, that was a great match. All righty. Okay. All right. This has actually been one of the most intense championship rivalries in FTU today. Brianna Shannon has been having some big wins. I believe she did lose to Midori last week, though. But she did have a clean victory over Midori, I think, 2 weeks ago. Brianna Shannon did great in the performance at Bragging Rights. Place your bets here.
And the champion in action here tonight with at least one less thing to worry about in this one, as this is a
Midori trying to start off strong. Oh, still actually get those strikes in. What's up, Pickle Boy? We still have a while before. I mean, of course, Bloodfest will be this upcoming Saturday. I'm not sure which day Ring Justice will be yet, but until the pay-per-view actually starts, the card isn't actually 100% final. It's always subject to change. Yeah, that's what I thought, Brett. Thanks, buddy. Big power bomb from Brianna Shannon. Brianna Shannon's been picking up a lot of momentum lately. If she could claim the North American Championship at Ring Justice, that would be the biggest win of her career, in my opinion. Thus far, big dropkick. She's been on the roster a long time too, though, so it's interesting that she's at the point now where she's excelling so much. Ooh, do poke start, poke start. How you doing, by the way, Martella? Have you been here much? I'm not sure I've seen your name before.
Talk about dismantling your opponent. Momentum now on her side. She still might have more coming. Systematic attack on that.
From debut to first title win.
Way to steer clear.
Oh, look at this Kimura lock. The Kimura lock to Midori. Midori quickly battling out there. Not much damage has been done to her arm to be able to keep that applied for long. That's definitely possibly true there, Brett.
Drives a foot into the stomach.
So it's well, actually, I think Brianna Shannon's may have been longer.
And up the turn.
Wait, Rose? I don't know about. Actually, Rose's first was $1 million, wasn't it? Was that his first title win? Big splash from Midori.
Competitors digging into well.
Not enough to keep Brianna Shannon down. I think Brianna actually did go longer than I did, because she debuted in year 9 and just won a championship. Well, actually, never mind. Actually, she went all of 9 and 10, and then won a championship towards like the end of year 11. Well, Midori set up Brianna Shannon. Oh, did she? Oh, it was year 10 she debuted. My mistake. I thought she did debut in 9. Well, huge counter there for Brianna Shannon. She just countered the Swanton. Oh boy.
The beginning of the end.
That roundhouse to the face.
Breaks the count. There's some shock in the arena after that kick out.
The FTU belongs to holding a major title. I mean, we'd have to define major title. Are you talking about like the Intercontinental title or United States or higher? Uh-oh, look at this. This is how she beat Midori 2 weeks ago. That knee to the face. That knee to the face. 1, 2. Midori still gets the shoulder up.
She stays alive. What amazing resilience. Is this the start of a comeback? And now it's reload time.
Shortest reigns have not been by you, actually, Mr. World.
One more time. We're seeing an unbelievable
Oh, for a big kick, didn't get it. Midori, big missile drop kick.
explanation. The close of this match is just ahead. Yeah, this is a dire situation right now. Incoming. Cross-landing powerbomb. And now what is she doing? Leaving the ring? She's taking time to strategize, Saxton. It's being smart.
German suplex. Martin Lee was Intercontinental Champion in the first couple years, I believe. Martin Lee was like a big deal in like year 3. When we had that 32-man tournament, which was the biggest tournament ever at the time, he got to the semifinals, and actually a lot of people thought he was going to win. Midori. Well, he wasn't U.S. champ that early, though. He was the Intercontinental Champion way before that. The Swanton Bomb connects this time. She got that fly, too, don't worry. 1, 2. Shannon still gets his shoulder up. Well, I think she was going for that tackle again, but Midori caught her.
Everyone is on their feet in this building, absolutely showing the respect for all the exertion these athletes are putting each other.
That's a filthy kick there. Midori in a lot of trouble. For a big attack in the corner there. Oh. Brianna Shannon just sandbagging North American champion, looking to put Midori away here. If she hits this, it's over. She's got her up. Brianna Shannon, knee to the face. That should do it. 1, 2. Brianna Shannon has done it again.
is too far.
A statement made tonight.
Oh boy. Midori's currently the longest reigning champion in FTU, but I think it may be coming to an end. Carlito? Yeah, Carlito actually definitely might be too. Alrighty. Yeah, I believe Midori's injured now. Alrighty, this next one is a challenge match. WWE 12645. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in, buddy. Alright, these two have pretty similar stats right now. Odin, Flashbang. Flashbang starting off with a sling blade.
I expect tonight to be a night where he can silence the skeptics and prove to be the future of this company. It will be a tall order, but the
Bot suplex.
could take him very far. And he has his work cut out for him here, facing off against someone who feels he's been disrespected lately. Someone who's really come out here with something to prove.
Odin's still pretty new to the roster. Be a pretty huge win to put Flashbang away here. Ah, Slender just passed me. Someone banned Slender.
He's been placed in the corner now.
Oh, Odin was going for some big impact. He's going to have a do-over there.
Oh, he retaliates. Brutal knee right to the face.
Yeah, Mr. World might... Actually, Mr. World and Mannix might pass me the stream. What was that, Flashbang? Knee lift.
Taking on some offense, but he expected as much. There's some power behind that punch. Dishing out a suplex.
Coming for my toes.
Taking it outside the ring now. Slap blade. Nicely done.
Martala, so for FTU, I just kind of commentate and I just kind of host the like an AI E-Fed. We do we make our own cause. We kind of just try to have our own style and stuff. Some people just go mostly for strategy to get dubs and stuff, but a lot of us kind of just go all for just style points and stuff. But we do a lot of promos and stuff on Discord. We're a pretty fun E-Fed. Pretty positive community. Oh, Odin not trying to win via countout.
Shot after shot. Cover.
And he powers out.
Somehow, some way.
Oh, belly to belly. Odin is taking control of this so far. I mean, past a minute. He's in the driver's seat. We're going to put Flashbang away. That's where Reese went for, but Flashbang countered it. Big German suplex. Got bit by a spider at dinner last night, and it's been really irritating my hand. Flashbang locking Odin down. STF. Flashbang's won a lot of matches with this submission. It still may be too early, though. Odin hanging on. I better get superpowers from that spider bite. Jeez, does anything in the movies actually happen?
Left by the turnbuckles. Ooh. Letting his opponent know respect is earned, and he's still $1 short.
Oh, double knees. Odin going up top. Flashbang's out. Look at Odin. The knees to the face. That should do it. 1, 2, hit. That was a long 3 count. Long 3 count. Hi, Sarah Bear. Oh, you talking about the spider bite? Flashbang going for the halo. Up, huge counter for Odin. Huge counter, clothesline. Well, with my luck, I'll get superpowers, but instead of becoming like Spider-Man, I'll be Man-Spider, which I'll basically just turn into a big spider and just talk about how I'm like overqualified for my job and stuff. Just sit around being like a man. But well, he went for the double knees again. This time it did not connect. And the halo. The halo connects this time. Leg is hooked. 1, 2. A kick up. Thanks for the raid, though, WB12645. You have a good stream, buddy? Oh, and up top again. A knee drop to the back. Filthy knee drop there. Been a really solid match. Flashbang rolling under the bottom rope. Wise move. Try to buy him a moment. I really appreciate that raid. Odin suicide dive through the ropes. Get one of the mods give WB12645 a shout out. It's just SO command. It should work for the mods.
And he'll leave the ring for this next stretch. Here we go.
Oh, neck breaker on the floor.
Pinning down their opponent's arm. Driving his knee into the arm.
Jeez. Another one.
Beautiful swinging neck breaker.
They've both hit their biggest shot. And German suplex. Jeez. Rough at a 5.
And returning to the ring.
Oh, flashbang just resetting the ref's count.
But he can't take his time. Look at this. Trying to shatter the ankle. Assailing the joints of the leg.
Flashbang is scheduled to have a match at Ring Justice, but it has not been revealed who's going to be facing it. DDT on the floor.
He is still holding the line in this match. He's done a great job to stay alive, but has to think about ending matters quickly. Gets put into the barricade.
Knee lift. Odin hasn't really moved much in a while. Flashbang is kind of brutalizing him outside the ring. Ref's at a 7.
You can say that again. Time to get the win.
Ref's at a 7. Well, they're just running into each other. Is that a 9? Get back in. That was interesting. Went for a knee, didn't get it. Look at this. Big back suplex. Well played by Odin. Flashbang counters. Flashbang, look at this. The halo into the final hour. The final hour on Odin. He has to tap. It's over. Flashbang with a big win. That halo out of nowhere.
Here is your winner, Dustin.
Here's your winner after a truly intense match.
Every match is special, but this one just raised the bar even higher. I bet the whole locker room was watching this one by the end of it.
Alrighty. What's up, Powerpuff? Is Martella taking off? Take it easy, Martella. Good to see you, though, Powerpuff. Yeah, this is just AI stuff. This isn't. I try not to have like actual competition stuff for a lot of games that do kind of create a stressful environment for PvP. Among our own community anyway. I mean, I'm fine for us playing against like other people, like when we're playing Fall Guys and squads and stuff. That's super fun. But for the most part, I'm trying to keep it so stuff where if people lose, they don't get upset. Because I have hosted PvP leagues. I've hosted PvP tournaments. Neither of them went very well. So I tried. But yeah, for anyone that wants to join, you don't even really need the game. People, we have people here that are more than happy to help make you a COD and stuff, as long as they're you know, a good part of the community and stuff. Powerpuff's actually in our Discord, I believe. Put your CAW in already? Do you have a CAW? Which one's your CAW? Alrighty, place your bets though. Main event of Adrenaline. Oh. Oh, Mr. World made Powerpuff's CAW? Oh, big shot to the face. Okay. Appreciate that, Mr. World. Powerpuff definitely has more than 30. Well, actually, should anyway. If not very close. Oh, my bad. I was, well, Powerpuff definitely has more prestige than some of the people that are actually booked for, like, Ring Justice and, Bloodfest. Yeah, I was sure that, Powerpuff had more than 30. How'd you find this channel, by the way, Powerpuff? I'm kind of curious. I thought you mainly kind of found this from a Jackbox stream, but oh, Wyoming Devil just dove over the top rope to take down the Roulette Champion. Ray Dunleavy is going to have a rough task at Ring Justice. Going to be defending the Roulette Championship at a match that he does not know what the stipulation will be against an opponent that he doesn't know who it will be. Okay, Powerpuff. Yeah, we still do Jackbox and Fall Guys and stuff here and there too. So, yeah, Prestige is just kind of by being in streams. So, Prestige is also how I book people in matches more often for like big events and such. But and also getting like title shots and stuff. So the more people are basically in stream and chatting and stuff. You don't even actually need a chat though to to actually earn prestige. It just helps you get a little bit faster if you're talking in chat as well. I think if you say like one comment every 5 minutes, it helps a little bit. I don't think there's a difference between saying one thing every 5 minutes and saying 50 things in 5 minutes, though. Well, the coup de grace to Wyoming Devil. Devil still kicks up.
Just about as close as you can get. And it's going to take composure now. Could just need one more big move. That was nasty. He's on his heels a bit now. Well, all things considered, Cole, it's not...
You gonna stream it, Bimu trying?
He knew that was coming. Haymaker connects.
Oh, look at Wyoming. Have you a mod? It takes a lot to become a mod here. We have, I mean, we probably have over 1,000 commands, not including the thousands of quotes. We have like 700 commands just with Nightbot. So it takes a lot to become a mod here. That's a legal submission, but Dunleavy fights out pretty quick. Can you stream with me? Stream with me how? Well, Wyoming just went for the tombstone, but oh boy. Dunleavy got away from the tombstone, but not the last ride. The last ride to the roulette champion, shoulders down. Dunleavy still kicks up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, he keeps being just too quick for Wyoming to get that tombstone in. But that tombstone pile driver is how we got the pinfall victory over Dunleavy in Hell in a Cell a few weeks ago. Dropping Wyoming on his head. Dunleavy up top once again. The coup de grace again. It's over. Good attempt by Wyoming, but I think that's it. Wyoming still kicks up. That was a long three. Wyoming showing the resilience, though.
It's obviously worth everything. Obviously worth every drop of sweat on the ground.
I think there's still some shock in the air over the fact that that didn't produce a pinfall. And this has got to be it.
Well,
You gotta be kidding me. Lands a knee.
jeez. What a right hand.
Crafty way to get out hard there.
And set right into the corner. Clothesline in the corner. Oh, what a leg drop. Looking for a high risk, high reward from the top.
Oh, double axe handle to the outside. There's actually been a pretty intense rivalry between these two, and Dunleavy just got busted open from that stomp. Bicycle kick to the face of Wyoming.
Toss back into the ring.
Look at this, just unloading. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Up the turn.
Oh boy. He's going for it once again. The coup de grace for the third time. There's no way he's kicking up. 1, 2. Dunleavy wins the main event of Adrenaline.
Mentality finally comes to an end.
Let's take another look at what made that matchup so memorable. Here is your winner,
What a battle this was, but the win is secured despite the unexpected events that transpired earlier.
I mean, credit where it's due. This match really put them to the test. And they ought to be very proud of passing that test.
Alrighty. Alrighty, time for Warzone. Look at the news real quick, though. Yeah, Midori is injured now. Ah, boy. Okay, these matches are going to be changed, of course. Where the heck is my challenge match thing at? There it is. Nice, both 86s. No hardcore title match this week, of course, because the hardcore championship will be defended at Bloodfest. Okay, Brett needs an opponent. If someone wants to queue up for their main caw. Let's do. Oh, what the heck? What am I doing? Made that mistake earlier. Oh boy. So, non-title match here tonight, but or hmm. I'll just queue up for the main first. Anna, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. How you doing today? Um, Odin is Odin. Which one's yours again? It's Freya, right? Sorry, I don't know if it's Freya or Saskia. I'm pretty sure yours is Freya. Okay. Okay, we'll do Oh, Kaylee's at a 92. I'm telling you, those rivalries. I mean, Kaylee definitely has gotten a couple. I mean, she's got some wins, but I think people are underestimating what those rivalries can actually do for you. Both 87's nice. Your caw's done? Okay, I'll have to get your caw for next stream then, Goku. And for people that are new here, again, the cards aren't 100% finalized yet. We definitely can edit something to try to get you into a match. If I end up having to change someone's match that they have already done a promo on or something, I apologize, but I do try to. Uh, no, this card's finalized for this, but are you talking about for the upcoming cards? So I mainly go off of what people have actually queued up for. Um, I'll try to give him a match the week after Bloodfest. Um, but I do try to make sure people are in stream for the match too. Alrighty.
Non-title match underway, and you can see it in his eyes. The challenger truly believes that this is his time.
All right. Well, Slim did pick up a big win over the World Heavyweight Champion on Ignition. Needs to keep that momentum going.
Double underhook. To the powerbomb. The powerbomb's not meant to be pretty, but oh man, does it get the job done. Pretty sure they don't want to be taking any more of those. Goodness gracious.
Matter of try and error.
Will take the fight out of them in a hurry. That'll break his arm. Vicious. Dropping the knee for more punishment. He just barely dodges.
Dropping Slim off the apron.
He continues to press forward. He can't allow himself to let up now. He's got the answer for that one. Could be what he needed to ignite a rally. Nice butterfly suplex.
Double underhook suplex on the floor.
Straight forearm. Double underhook.
And again.
Delivering the suplex. And he
Well,
gets
Slim is
back into the ring.
definitely showing why he's the #1 contender for the World Championship, but
Shin
still is anyone's match, though.
into the dragon screw. He's absorbed some damage.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It is trial and error. I wasn't going to give you a hard time about it.
Kick right to the midsection.
Goes through. Oh, man. That was creative. Twists the arm and a oof kick finds it. Just stomping every single part of his body. And now the pressure's mounting on him. Yeah, there's always one counter away from changing things. A step over. Oh, kick. And he goes for the
Knee to the. I'm sorry. Kick to the face. I was reading a D-pad comment when I said knee. Probably haven't played My Rise. Do I actually need to play My Rise to get certain stuff?
Punches to the ear? How are they going to hear after this match? Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. He's looking a little off balance. And a stop to the gut, too.
Do I need to do a My Rise stream?
We could be seeing a submission here.
Abdominal stretch here.
Abdominal stretch. How do you escape the abdominal stretch like that? Kick right to the midsection. Placing them right where they want them, into the corner. Saw it coming. Oh my, dragon screw into the ankle breaker. That kind of focused attack on the leg could provide dividends. Working to neutralize that arm. They've got their opponent's arm, dropping the knee for more punishment. Guillotine applied. This one could end soon. He's got it locked in.
Alright, well the guillotine, but Slim fights out. Thinking about
Off his opponent, and he is out.
something I hated.
Nice Japanese Andre. No way.
Look at this, the big Slimmy. It's a good thing he didn't actually just straight up push him over, because I think he would have pushed him straight towards the ropes. Well, huge counter from McGill. Catching the foot there. I totally know what you mean, Brett. Did he just counter the showstopper? I think he's countered the showstopper. He did, I think. It's hard to tell, but
Under the ropes to get back inside.
McGill, look at this. Well, nice move. Nice counter by Slim.
Executing move we just saw there.
He was going for that knee.
Look at this, just unloading. And a shot to the gut, too.
Slim setting to McGill again.
Watching for it.
He caught him this time. Look at this.
Theory, what's coming next?
That's got to be it. McGill still gets the shoulder up.
I do not know how
I do a prediction for this one? You sure? I'm pretty sure I did.
there is unheard of. And you can
Yeah, I
see
did do it.
desperation mounting as that last
Try refreshing.
finish things.
Yes, it does. It can be a little bit wonky, Slapdash. Sometimes you have to refresh. Sometimes it does it for me too. Where I'm like, I didn't set a prediction, and then I refresh it, and it is there. It shows me the old one for some reason still.
He's able to counter.
Just counter for counter between these two. Oh, look at this. Small package. Shoulders down. He got him.
These guys feel no love for each other. Here's another look. Here is your winner. That came out of nowhere. And an unexpectedly quick end to this match. There's the consequences of getting caught unprepared. Just goes to show you, you gotta be on your toes at all times.
All right. Well, congrats to Slim. 2 big wins this week. I'm wondering if that weird glitch that we've had, like we had a glitch on TJ Ward where it removed his custom tattoos and stuff. I'm wondering if that sort of stuff happens if someone has something from iRise. Then it might have nothing to do with it, but I mean, because we are having glitches with like the entrances still. I'm gonna have to basically be hand changing entrances. But I do think there is something too if someone has an entrance that I don't have unlocked. I mean, Brett did make a video to help me with that. Actually, I haven't checked that out yet, but I'll have to do that when I fix that this week before Bloodfest. But I do think there is something to trying to change something when I don't have it unlocked. Alrighty, King Slender, one-on-one with Talon Blackville. Place your bets here.
And the bell rings for this non-title match.
Yes, non-title, but it is not.
Well, that was interesting. Both going for big strikes. Slender recovered quicker. And a crossface. King Slender starting off very fast. Sarah Bear, yes I did. I'm not sure if you could hear me. Just send me a text. Fujiwara armbar, not a legal submission though, the way it's applied.
Getting the upper hand by taking away your opponents.
He's going for it all. We're gonna finish it off.
Swanton bomb to the King.
That can't be enough, can it?
Man, I was actually watching an old Jeff Hardy match the other day. It's crazy how high he would get with the Swanton in like 1998.
Smart strategy, attack the knee.
He went like full effort every single time he did the Swanton. I mean, he still, don't get me wrong, I still love when he hits the Swanton even when he doesn't jump super high, but
Oh, man. Across the top rope, all the way to the floor.
He heads outside. Countouts legal in this match.
Goku and Powerpuff Cause are done. Y'all have to get those after the stream. Oh, heel to this.
Feeling the effects of that last hit.
To the mustache of the King.
Some damage tonight. Well placed kick.
It's crazy that Slender's only been on the roster for like a year.
Figure 4 leg lock. That's gotta hurt.
His first big win was actually at SummerSlam last year when he won the Breakout Rumble. Went on to win the world titles twice, including the King of the Ring tournament. Was that his actual debut?
Wow, this is nasty. Brutality.
Treating the cranium like a basketball.
I mean, I know that was his first big win, but
Oh, the physicality on display there.
wow.
Unbelievable. Counters. Ooh. What a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
Power slam. Yeah, I know. I mean, that was the whole point of the match, Brett. But I named that right, Brett.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
That's why it was called that. Yeah, I named it that.
Kick across the back.
He's starting to struggle here.
And this match is not over yet. Things are only going.
Well,
Somersault.
dive over the top rope,
Absolutely through.
taking out the ferryman to the underworld.
Spinning in the face of danger.
Just carrying the opposition anywhere they want.
Yeah, actually, it might have been better in hindsight if we actually put like if they did debut at a pay-per-view. If we actually, it just would have taken too much space in their command to put that. DDT.
He foiled that attempt and responds with a counter of their own.
Look at this. Implant DDT. Center of the ring.
At this point, you don't even stay down long enough for a one count is beyond comprehension.
Wow, he bounced right back up. Shot to the knee when he was going for that clothesline. King Slender looking for the spirit. Well, the spear is hit. 1, 2. It. Blackville still gets the shoulder up.
To kick out there. And now the question runs in the mind, how am I going to be able to end this? He's got him in the crosshairs. Lift off. Clothesline.
Big clothesline. Blackville's in a lot of trouble, man. He's been hit with like every big shot from the King. King Slender does have a match scheduled for Bloodfest, but he has not been revealed who his opponent will be yet. Oh boy. Well, elbow to the back. Pushing him away from the ropes. And Blackville still gets his shoulder up. I mean, that wasn't exactly a match-ending move, but with so much damage done to Blackville, you got to believe he's just about finished. The spirit, again, it's over. All right. Well, congrats to the King. All righty. We got a non-title match. Best of luck to both competitors here. This is going to be the pure championship match at Bloodfest, of course, with the 10-minute time limit, though. So I would say Amaya really needs this win to try to slow down the pure champion, get any extra momentum over her that she can, because not only does she need to beat the champion, but she needs to find a way to beat her within 10 minutes. Which no one has been able to do yet with that title on the line. You've had to go out and eat during dinner? Have you really? Yeah, Mission World might still pass me the stream. Suplex. Well, glad to have you here, Slapdash. No problem, Mr. World. I'll just manually lower your points. I'm just kidding. for a big kick. Didn't get it. German suplex. Another shout out to Ash, apparently. I like how Amaya was like patiently waiting for her to finish that taunt. Frankensteiner on the floor.
Mounting a downed opponent, and look at them go over and over and over again. And a slap for the exclamation point. Thrown back in under the ropes.
Oh, that single leg drop kick to the face. Amaya. Ow. What was the best moment at the most recent FTU pay-per-view, you guys?
Mounting. And hammer it away. She's not in a good spot.
Wonder power bomb.
Yeah, but you can't count anyone out yet. This match could still go either way.
Flying.
Well, the Eclipse.
And shoulders are down. 2 count. She kicks out with authority. After
Yeah, the Immortals Club's getting the Immortals Club's title win. Was pretty awesome.
She's bringing the pressure on now. Yeah, she's really being.
I've still been meaning to replace all those questions, but well, I mean, some of those can stay. Like, what's the best, moment or match at the most recent event or something? Those can stay because those change all the time as we progress.
Both arms captured and vitriolic stomps.
Just a barrage of stomps.
Take off.
Jerry, the frog splash.
She'll need some serious recovery time after this.
Maya still gets his shoulder up.
Every kick out taking so much energy to muster.
There's the stump puller. Leg snap. And she's being held in check here.
Yeah, she needs to revise her methods quickly.
And she's stunned in the corner. Counter. And now there's an opening.
Kick right to the leg.
Well, shoulders down here.
Somehow she's still in this matchup. It's unbelievable.
Pick your job up the
Look at this, 630. 630 to the pure champion. Leg is hooked here.
This has become a monumental struggle for these competitors.
It is down to who still has the energy, the resolve to put the pedal to the metal.
Kick right to the leg.
Well, for a leg sweep, but too early on that one. Well, Frankensteiner got her with that. All right, Nautilus. Well, thanks for coming by, buddy. We'll try to. You said you want to get to Jerry back on the roster, right? Did you want me to just find one, or did you have one? Well, big counter. Oh boy. Look at this. The blaster. Blocking the rope break. 1, 2. Oh my god. How crazy would it be? Look at that stare down. Oh, a head scissor.
You and I both, Byron.
passion for these superstars is echoing throughout this arena right now.
Showing her competition what a real superstar looks like.
Look at Cherry.
Beautiful all the way down to the outside. It's like a heat-seeking missile coming at you. And the explosion occurring ringside. Hammerlock.
Don't fall on the stairs. Ow! Can you imagine if Cherry just smacked her head on the bottom step? That time Sting landed on the steel chair, doing his own finisher. Kevin Owens bump, the Royal Rumble. Wow, that was pretty awesome. It looked like Amaya tried to dodge that half and half suplex though. Oh boy. Lilith's last kiss. Connects. Well, Amaya, that's a long three. That is a long three right there. I don't know what kind of Pokemon that is. I think it's a ghost, but I'm not going to risk it. It might be like a monkey or something, for all I know. Oh, roll backbreaker. Look at this. Amaya. That one-handed power bomb on the pure champion. Stacking her up. Shoulders down. It somehow Cherry gets the shoulder up. Amaya taking out Cherry. Has this match been over 10 minutes? It's very interesting to think about how long this match has been going, because I think she's going to tap here. This actually adds some pretty awesome story to their match that is coming up at Bloodfest. Oh. Oh boy. Look at this. Hey. L. And T. Well, that's it. 1, 2, Cherry with the win. Alright, well, congrats to Cherry Blast winning this non-title match. It does sound like the match did take over 10 minutes, which in this case, it didn't actually matter. Cherry still would have retained either way. But it does show that Amaya is going to have her work cut out for her when they meet for the title, because Cherry just battled the #1 contender for over 10 minutes. And even with the time going beyond 10 minutes, Amaya was not able to defeat the champion. Alright, this should be a very interesting match. Kaylee not facing Skyla. Alrighty, we'll place your bets here. Freya one-on-one with Kaylee.
You're just looking into her eyes. You can see that she's as focused as ever for this one. Keeping her head on a swivel and her eyes on the prize. That's what this business is all about.
I'm sorry, did I say that? My bad. Well, that was interesting. Both going for springboards.
But she'll be contending with a woman who's had a groundswell of support as a
Did I actually type it? I typed Skylar, didn't I? I did. My apologies. Sorry. I was saying the word Skylar when I was typing that.
using the ropes.
Do over.
Springboard roundhouse.
Actually, the mistake I'm more concerned about making
Oh my, dragon screw.
is
Targeting the ankle. We know that taking out the legs is one of the most effective strategies in any match. Counters this could
I would absolutely hate it if I accidentally said that the wrong person won to give the points to the wrong people after predictions. I'm actually super concerned I'm eventually going to do that.
something made her pay for her mistake.
Because I'm not even sure how I would fix that. You can't, like, cancel or refund that.
Firm control.
Mr. World's getting closer to me. Ban him.
Probably knew that wasn't going to be enough at this stage, but every time you cover your opponent, you make them kick out. Every kick out exerts energy.
What's up, Doc? In a Bugs Bunny voice? I can't do voices.
Ankle breaker. Goes without saying, but a leg injury will hamper your ability to do just about anything.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off. Dodged right on cue.
Well, famous are there. So the Book My Call rewards, it's basically letting me know that you're trying to have a match this stream. That's of course after I get your call on the roster and everything. But I kind of do them in order when the stream starts, and then if someone doesn't have a match that stream after they're on the roster,
Producing a trampling.
yeah, you get FC if you win the challenge matches though too. So, which generally people should be trying to do the Book My Call option unless they're like in a rivalry or something. Which actually sometimes, like today, people were still able to get those. Yeah, I haven't gotten your call yet, Powerpuff, and we're about to be at the main event actually. So,
Handling her business here. Takedown. And now punches right.
I might actually have Powerpuff debut against a jobber just to
Continues the count, making
we'll see. I'll go over options.
run out of ringside.
The ref's like, okay, ref's only at 7. Thought they were higher.
Certainly has a flair for suspense.
Look at this, dialing it up here. It 619 to Freya and the coup de grace. Will that be enough? Freya still gets the shoulder up.
What is it going to take to keep her down?
The answer might be more than her opponent can offer. And that result leaves everyone shocked. But will the shoulder come up if that move hits one more time? Ooh, she responds with a counter.
Targeting the arm to great effect.
She's starting to look concerned. Ah, jeez. Jarring impact. With the counter.
Yep. Well, that was interesting. Kaylee keeps going for that move, and people keep jumping over it. Looks really funny. Kick to the face of Freya.
Didn't go as planned there.
Short arm lariat. And again. Oh, watch the ripcord.
Oh, maybe you could debut together. That's definitely a possibility.
The horizon.
Yeah, I'll go over options though.
Going into a monkey flip.
I'm guessing both calls are male. Or
This match is wearing her down. There's been plenty of action in this match, and the cost of that is really showing now.
DDT delivered.
Oh, Powerpuff's female? Okay.
Gets out of it with a well-placed knee to the face.
Look at Kaylee. Nice move by Kaylee.
Great agility on display. From the middle rope.
I might have both you guys as face jobbers for your debuts then. We'll see.
Looking to apply an agonizing armbar stretch. Punishing stretch.
Oh, a knee to the face. The next FTU stream is actually going to be Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, and that's going to be a pay-per-view though. So, well, Kaylee with the win after that coup de grace.
Now let's take a look back to these ladies in action.
Here is your winner, Caitlyn.
They went the extra mile in this win.
I agree. What a win. We've got a lot of matches, but this one's going to stick in my mind for weeks to come. I agree with you on that, Corey. This one was unforgettable.
Alrighty. Main event of the stream, you guys. And yeah, for those wanting to join, we do encourage new people. I mean, we're very open to new people joining. Be sure to join our Discord, though, where we're kind of constantly talking about, stream times and upcoming events and everything. We are very prestige-based, which prestige is a system that it rewards people that actually are showing up to streams more often. What's up, Patrick? Actually, I was going to try to talk to Patrick, too. Are you trying to join, Patrick? You have been here a bit. But, yeah, we do try to reward people that are in streams more. We actually also have, like, events in Discord and stuff, like promo contests and such, that people can get extra prestige. Like, right now, Slapdash is #1 in prestige, but it is partially because he did win a promo contest. Sandman also actually has spent some channel points to get some extra prestige. Bimu Chan's up there. She got some extra prestige from winning a logo contest. Alright, well, main event of the stream. Brett Storm, one-on-one with the FTU World Heavyweight Champion. Oops, didn't mean to leave entrances on. Big clothesline there. Who has a Ka on the roster that did not get a match this stream? Is there anybody? Either one of their Kas?
And we'll see what this superstar has in store for the champ. While the title isn't on the line, that does mean there is no champion's advantage here.
Great point, Saxton, and the challenger can take full advantage of that. By any means necessary, a win will be a win.
Actually, I think Sarah, but.
Wow, that hurt. Clearly had a strategy going on there with the attention on the leg.
I can give Sarah a match to stream, but
Who won the race? Charlie's horse.
yeah, you did have a match though, of course, Mannix.
Goodness gracious.
And if the first stop doesn't send you the message, the follow-up ones definitely will.
Prestige.
Smashing the face right into the ground. Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy. He's getting a little...
And Brett dived through the ropes. Did not connect though.
Those kind of maneuvers will send you to a medical facility.
Medical attention might be needed out here. That was a nasty landing.
Ooh, merciless looking blow. Oh, an arm breaker. Focusing on a body part, picking it apart. The arm's as good of a place to focus as any. And that toss got some hang time.
Just a perfect mix of pure power and bad
Well,
intentions.
sending Brett Storm into the steel steps.
He is a sight to behold. Take a picture while you can, everyone. Look out!
Oh my God, Kang taking out Brett Storm.
To topple the competition.
Hurling your own body like that is insane.
Oh, the headbutt. Boo him all you want. He's just feeding off it more.
Hope you're having a good day at work, Sarah Bear. Combination of strikes. Wow, the clothesline did not take the champion down.
And he gets set back into the ring. Uh-oh.
That was pretty awesome. I was like, why is he just sitting there? He's going to get hit by a suicide dive, and he actually perfectly sidestepped that dive. That was like a clippable moment right there. Kang totally suckered him in for that. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. That's Real Monday. Oh, I'm sorry, Sam Bear. Well, I hope it gets better for you.
Delivered into the barricade.
Well, ref at a 6 count.
Going counter for counter. Now can it be capitalized on? Big risk here.
7.
Maybe counted out. He might be oblivious to the count, guys.
It's an 8. Brett needs to answer the... Oh, okay, he's stopping, not trying to win via countout. Very respectable.
He had it scouted. Reversal on top of reversal. These two trading counters and an absolute masterclass. Specifically targeting the leg. He is just reeling from that offense. Not a bad place to be in, but the longer this goes, the more trouble a superstar exposes themselves to.
Oh. Brett Storm. Curb stomp.
To the back of the neck. Action needs to
7.
return to the ring and fast. Showing him what a real alpha male looks like. He climbs
Oh,
back
both
to
men
the
back in.
ring.
Kang was going for a big clothesline, didn't get it. Storm with a spear. Storm measured him up, hit it perfectly. 1, 2, and Kang still gets the shoulder up. That was a long count, though.
We are witnessing.
Huge counter there.
Turning around to hit a DDT with authority.
Brett Storm, look at this. The Stormbreaker. The Stormbreaker to the world champion. Leg is hooked. Can he reach the rope? Apparently not. Kang gets the shoulder up again. Kang already was unfortunate to suffer a loss in the main event of Ignition this week. Well, he suffered a loss in the main event of Warzone as well. Oh, for that elbow, didn't get it. Watch Kang. Oh my God, big clothesline. For that headbutt again. Storm too fast. And a chop block.
You can't take much more of this.
He needs to get himself
That shoulder hitting the leg of the champion. Kang, look at this. Look at this. He's got him up. Dropping Storm. Counter ref. What's the ref doing? Well, Brett Storm kicks up. That was a long count. The Kingdom Cutter dropped Brett Storm, but the ref was not counting. Brett Storm stomping away. Brett Storm maybe looking to end this. Look at this. And a frog splash. But King moves out of the way. Look at this. He went for the Storm knee bar. King caught him. Dropping that knee. Huge counter there. This is 2K23. Was that my Devil Corpse? Well, went for the headbutt again. Brett's been very good at countering that. For a big kick, did get it. Oh boy, he caught him. Look at this. The Samoan spike. The spike hooking the leg. 1, 2, and Brett Storm gets the shoulder up. What a match. King, once again, Brett needs to counter this. He's got Brett up. The Kingdom Cutter again. The Kingdom Cutter again. To the 9-time world champion. Somehow, Brett kicks up again. What a main event. He hit the spike. He hit the Kingdom Cutter twice. Brett Storm still kicks up. Well, belly to belly. Storm counters. Clothesline. Look at Brett Storm. Back body drop. Hit spine on the pine. That should do it. That's spine buster. Oh, wow. Jeez, what an intense match. Brett going up top. Look at this, going for the Stormy Ascent. It connects to the lower back of the world champion. Stormbreaker time. The Stormbreaker crumbles the world champion. Get him away from those ropes. He's like pushing back to the ropes. Almost. I think that's it still. Brett Storm with the win. Oops. Alrighty. Congrats to Brett winning the main event. Alright. Well, that is going to be the last match of the stream. I will have to get a couple new calls, apparently, for new people joining the roster. No new news. No new injuries, surprisingly. Let's look at the power rankings. The power rankings are actually going to be showing before Warzone, though. Just a heads up. Wait. This is for Adrenaline. What the heck? Surprised to see Midoriya and Sarah Lynn up here. I didn't do that. Wait, is Hate streaming? Toxic's a jobber. Toxic and do a barrel roller jobbers. Why is it showing that though? That's weird. Need our payout? Okay, I'll get that, Patrick. 1 sec. Dua is Dua Lipa's cousin, though. That is right. Do a barrel roll. Well, let's just look at the single brands power rankings then. Toxic and do a barrel roller on both brands right now. I'll put jobbers on both brands though eventually. I'll move my camera real quick. Hope everyone had fun today. It was the best match today. Actually, I think it might have been that Brett Storm versus King match, but actually I did like Flashbang versus Odin too. The triple threat match was great too. You can see yourself in there, Sandman? You're number 14, Sandman. It does make me feel like almost nervous when I see two people actually on the top of the power rankings that like Midori and Sarah Lynn. But to be fair, though, this is after Adrenaline this week. So even if hypothetically I did do something shady, they actually somehow stayed up there. But even though Midori lost and Sarah Lynn wasn't even competing. Which I hope everyone does know and respect that I wouldn't do something shady like that. World champion at 5. I mean that's legit sometimes though. Alrighty. Hey, I put Flashbang and Odin right next to each other too, which is cool because they just had a pretty even match, I'd say. Alrighty. Happy birthday! Oh, thanks, Brett. Thanks for all the birthday wishes, you guys. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna end the stream there. I gotta start getting ready for work. Gotta kind of clean up my beard a little bit and stuff before work and shower. And actually, I think I'm gonna take a short nap before work too. Because when you wake up, you stream for how long did I stream today? Actually, it was only about 3.5 hours. But stream for 3 hours and then basically start getting ready for work and then go work for 8 hours. The other day, on Saturday, it ended up being a 12-hour shift still, so which that can always happen at my job. So, all right, actually, I can cash this out real quick. So H is streaming right now. Is he? Oh, he is. Let's go say what's up to our buddy H Station. He dropped 50 gift subs last stream, so if people want to pop in and say hey, that'd be cool. He's playing some Street Fighter. Alright guys, take it easy.